What's going on, guys? Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. So, as we all know, the markets are taking a complete shit right now. and I want to basically give my thoughts and my opinions. So, the way I'm viewing everything currently is that we are in what I'm going to call Operation Fuck Everyone. Pardon my language if that offends you, but that's where I think we are. So, ultimately, you've got three groups of people who are going to get completely annihilated, two of which have already been annihilated and probably have been liquidated or have capitulated. The first group of people being the cyclical religion people who believe because the 2013 cycle and the 2017 cycle were basically duplicates of each other, that we were then again going to have a 2021 triplicate of all three cycles. So those people thought that we would have a parabolic blow off top in December. Basically, it's 1229 now. Those people thought that we would be at $250,000, $300,000, and we would have a exponential blow off top where, then you have a 4-year bear, 3-year bear market following it, 2-year bear market, whatever it was, bottom out and then continue our way up, just like we did in 2013 and 2017. Those people got screwed. That did not happen. I believe the markets are very intelligent. I believe the markets will screw as many people as they possibly can, however it can, because there are, in this game, the majority of people lose and the minority of people win. So those people got screwed. More than likely, those people are out. They capitulated, they long, they took, 10x margin calls. They got liquidated, they capitulated, whatever the case may be. You got the second group of people who are the Plan B followers. I am not knocking Plan B. I'm not knocking his model. I actually happen to think S2F model is very good, and I actually think that S2F model will be proven correct eventually. I think the problem with Plan B is he got too big for his britches and started putting time frames onto his analysis, saying, hey, we will be at $100,000 before the end of this year. I don't know. To me, it makes no sense. Time frames, putting a time frame narrative on a chart is never a good thing, in my opinion, because it causes emotional distress and it causes traders, investors to start questioning what they invested in and why they invested in it, because they assumed that they are so smart that they can dictate when the market's going to do what the market's going to do. It doesn't work that way. Time frame narratives on a chart are bullshit, in my opinion. I do not put time frame narratives on my charts personally because they will do just that. Fuck you. I'm not interested in that. So those followers of Plan B, who basically were cult-like in a way, have probably capitulated. They probably sold out, and their messiah, Plan B, is probably getting hate mail, death threats, all sorts of things from people saying, I mortgaged my house. I can't feed my kids now because I'm not at $100,000. I did 100x leverage and now I'm liquidated. I've got no money. So I guarantee you that's happening with Plan B. And I feel bad for him because ultimately I think Plan B's model will be the correct model, actually. I just don't think it's going to happen when he put the time frame narrative on it, because markets fuck anybody and everybody they can. If the herd is doing one thing, the market's going to do the other. So that's the second group of people that got screwed. The third group of people that are going to get screwed, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, and I might be the one that gets screwed, but in my opinion, the third group of people that are going to be wrong are the ones that are going to be calling for the bear market, the ones that are calling for the lengthening cycles. Those are the ones, in my opinion, that are going to get screwed next. And then ultimately, what I believe is going to happen is we will have an unexpected parabolic blow off top in 2022. I'm not going to put a time frame on it. I just talked about how I don't put time frame narratives on shit. I don't do it. If I had to take a guess, I would say maybe May, June, July. I don't know, mid of 2022. If it doesn't happen by then, I'm not going to capitulate. I'm not going to freak out and whatever. So that's, in my opinion, what's going to happen. Now, let me explain it and show you on a chart, because I'm a trader. I can't just spat off a bunch of bullshit and not back it up with anything other than my opinion. I try to be non-biased. I try to be non-narrative based, and I try to follow the charts and flow with the charts and let them tell me what's happening. That's what a trader does. So let's hop in. Let me show you why I think what I think. So ultimately, I believe we are still on a a 4-wave now. We've had a 3-wave top back in, April, and this is a 4-wave correction. The way I'm viewing this 4-wave correction is a flat. More than likely, if what I just said is correct, this will be a running flat. So assuming that that is the case, this is what I'm seeing. So basically we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll have a 5 down. So this entire structure right here to me is a 4-wave right here. So this entire structure is a 4-wave WXY, and then we have an impulsive 5th wave down. So depending on how this 5-wave structure, creating our 5th wave, which will create our C wave, which will create our macro 4 of our macro 5, depending on how this thing unfolds, I believe we will indeed breach this low. I don't anticipate it actually breaching it, very deep, but I do believe we will penetrate this low here and create a lower low. And then at that point, to my last point, that's when all the bears will think that they're validated. That's when all the bears will say, okay, my bias is correct. We are indeed bearish. And then they will look to short what they see as relief rallies, what they see as dead cat bounces. That's when the bears are going to get screwed, which is the third group of people. So you got the cycle people who thought that 2013, 2017, and 2021 were all going to be the exact same, and it was going to be easy time making, a crap ton of money, and everybody was going to be billionaires. That, you see that on Twitter if you guys are on Twitter. And then you had the Plan B people who basically took what Plan B said as their messiah and as their cult leader, and it was almost like a fucking scary religion. And the third group of people are going to be the ones that turn into bears here. So that's my opinion. I have the right to change my opinion. For those of you trolls out there who, troll me when I'm incorrect and say, well, you don't believe your TA, you don't believe, what you're actually saying. Well, no, I believe it until I don't believe it anymore. It's really that simple. I follow the charts. If my technical analysis gets invalidated, I'm okay with that. This is not my Bible. I don't follow this thing like it's my leader, okay? My technical analysis is my opinion based on what I see at this time. It can change. It can 100% change. If this thing all of a sudden pumps way the hell up here, then guess what? I was wrong, and I'm okay with that. So if you guys don't like it, don't follow me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See ya.